Hello, crafty friends, and welcome to day 23 of my Crafty Advent 2023 live series. I'm so glad you are here watching and already over in the chatting it up. Thank you for being here. Make sure that if you are chatting over there, that it is on live chat or all chat, it might say, or all comments, just so you're seeing the latest messages. If you are here on replay, welcome. So glad that you're here as well. Make sure when you leave your comment below to include the hashtag replay. If you don't already know it, my name is Alicia, but you can call me Crafty Owl. This series is something I have been doing since the 1st of December, where I'm going live each day, well, except a couple days, right, to open my 3 Crafty Advent calendars. I have Tailored Expressions, Spellbinders, and Crafter's Companion. Each day we open all 3, we spin a little wheel to find out which one we will be working with and create a new tag. If you're here in the live chat, you can enter to win the tag at the end of our little get-together. And at the end of the month, I have some extra special giveaways. The tags are open to everybody in the world or any subscriber in the world. But at the end of the month, I'm going to tell you how you can enter to win one of 2 Crafty Advent calendars. I bought an extra from Spellbinders and Crafter's Companion, and somebody who is a subscriber 18 plus years here in the US can enter to win those. I have a kickoff video linked down in the description box. It gives you some more details. But again, you're going to want to wait until later in the month where I tell you what you have to do. But You have to collect the secret words. That's the big thing. Each secret word gets you an entry into the end of the month giveaways. Now, keep in mind, these are secret words, so do not give them away in the chat or the comments so you don't lose your chance to win an advent calendar. Over in the live chat, let me know if this is your first time here live. It is a Saturday of a holiday weekend, so more of you might be off. And let us know if you're over there and you've been here many days, how many days you've been here with us. I had, I think, one comment here I wanted to show. Pat the Bling Bling Crafter says, I wonder how soon you can register or pay for an advent calendar for yourself or Crafty Buddy. So I bought these pretty early on in the season. I pre-ordered the Tailored Expressions. I know I emailed Teresa with this, and I can't remember the exact months, but I think Tailored Expressions, it was a pre-order in the very beginning of August. And I think the other two I bought in September. I have had them for quite a while. Now, the other two you still could get even when I started the series, but you have to be careful that they might sell out. Definitely next year I will post on my community tab when I buy mine and give you a heads up on that. So make sure you stay subscribed with those notifications so you get notifications of community posts as well. Scrolling along the bottom is a reminder that if you need my attention once I start crafting, and even now that chat is flying, I'm seeing so many high numbers like 23, 24, 20 days that you've been here with me. I love it, guys. Thank you so much. But as I get into crafting, it's going to be very hard for me to read all those comments. So if you need my attention specifically, like if you have a question, either the best thing to do is tag me, and you'll start typing in @CallMeCraftyAl, and it might give you a button to click on so that my name will be highlighted for me before the message. Like I see right now, Debbie J's Crafting Corner has done it. For me, my username has a bright red box behind it, and that is always the easiest way to get my attention. But if you're on a mobile device, it might not let you do that. So what I want you to do is type Crafty Al or Alicia all in caps in front of your message. Your comment does not have to be all caps, but just to help me see it, go ahead and put, again, Crafty Al or Alicia in all caps, like Michelle says here. Crafty Al, you can sign up to be notified for pre-order of TE Advent. Correct. If you go sign up for their newsletter, that is how you're going to know about that pre-order. If you go to the tailoredexpressions.com website, at the top, I think it says stay in touch, maybe. And if you click on that, it says sign up for newsletter. Definitely. And I thought I saw, oh, I have a new sound effect today, guys. Hold on one second.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much to Pam for becoming a channel member. I appreciate your support, and I hope you like the perks. All right. Oh, I did not mean. Oh, wait, I had that showing. Sorry. I can go ahead and turn that off. Let's go ahead and go to our overhead shot. And here are the tags that I have made so far, guys. So we have been here for 23 days. I do have 24 tags because one day we made 2. I thought I would show you how yesterday's turned out. You might notice I have an extra flower over here, and that's because I had a little more glue seep out, and I didn't notice it until everything was dry. But here is yesterday's tag, completely see-through shaker. And this will be going to Teresa, who I think I saw in the chat. One thing, let's see, let me get these cleaned up. I do have one reminder for my die cut and paper trimmer level channel members. We talked about it yesterday a little bit. I have a little update. So, who here likes bingo? Give me your favorite number over in the chat. So, this month's Channel Member Live is going to be a game of bingo. Monthly Channel Member Lives are open to my die cut and paper trimmer level members. And probably about twice a year, we play bingo. And there's some pre-registration involved in that. So if you are a channel member who is going to want to join us, today, after I'm done with this live, give me probably about 5 to 10 minutes. I do have the video ready with all of the instructions on how you can get registered. So you can check out just my video page, or I will also post it on the community and the membership tabs, a link to the video. It is very, very, very important that you watch that and get registered if there's even a small chance that you'll be joining us next Sunday. Yes, it's on New Year's Eve, but it's during the afternoon. So make sure to check that out, because I don't want anybody to miss out who wants to play, who wants to come and play along with us, right? Okay. Speaking of channel members, I do want to welcome all of my channel members who are over in the chat today. Their names are highlighted and have a little number or new icon next to it. They support me each month here, and they get some perks in return. So thank you very much. I'm so glad that you're here. All right, guys, are we ready to see what's in our calendars today? Oh, and did somebody, I think it's flown by now, but somebody wanted to know, okay, I don't know if you want to know what my apron says or my shirt. So this apron says, I'm creative, you can't expect me to be neat too. And then my shirt underneath, it's a Sesame Street t-shirt, and it says, everything I know I learned in the streets. All right, let's go overhead and let's see what we got today. Today is day 23, our second to last day in these two advent calendars. In the Tailored Expressions one, I do have one more. Which doors have not been opened? Right here. All right, so this one, probably a little over 1 inch wide by 4 inches tall, maybe 3.5, 4 inches tall. I'm going to guess dies. Let me know over in the chat what you think your guess is for today. Shelly Parker, that's my favorite number as well. I was born on the 11th of April, so I always choose 11. And if I know that chat was flying by, so if I missed the question you had, please re-enter that. All right, guys, I think we're going to get some dies. Yes, bingo is for members only. All right, what have we got here? And it's for die cut and paper trimmer level members, so the two higher ones. All right. We don't always play bingo. Some months we get together. Well, most months we get together and just craft. But there's usually always some kind of challenge and a chance to win a prize. All right. So we have Thinking of You. These remind me of the To You From Me dies we got. And so we have the words, and then we have the shadows. So that's always nice when you get both of those. There we go. All right, 23 from Crafter's Companion. Okay, down here at the bottom, probably 2.5 by 3. I'm going to guess maybe some kind of embellishment. Let me know what you think. Oh, nope. Oh, no, I was wrong. This is cute. Oh. You know what? I better set my dies somewhere. Okay. Look at this, guys. So we have a little birthday cupcake with, I don't know, something sticking out of it. And then there's a birthday candle. And each one has a matching die for it. And last But you know what I say, certainly not least, is Tailored Expressions, which this one I do have 3 more gifts left. So tomorrow we will open 24 and 25. Looks like somebody already opened 25. So we'll open those last 2 tomorrow. Okay, day 23. Okay, I think it's definitely a circular container. Can you hear it shaking? I'm definitely guessing some kind of embellishment. Oh, those are pretty, guys. Let me see if I can. Welcome to the new friends who've stopped by since I've said my greetings. Glad you're here. Oh, guys. Oh, so some of my favorite, hold on one second. Let me see if I can get those real quick. Okay. I could not find them quickly, but some of my favorite embellishments from Spellbinders, I think I got them in a card kit. They were like shaped like half pearls, but they were like faceted, you know, so they had like straight edges to make the curve. And they had little flecks of gold in them. These remind me of that, except they're a lot smaller. These are so cool. I'm going to put some in here in this little tray. I don't think you're gonna be able to tell, but so there's like yellow, white, green, kind of a peachy color. And then yeah, at the top, oh, I really wish you could see these, guys. I don't know if you can see inside that clear dome are just like little flecks of gold. And I love the size of these. Some of the Spellbinders were kind of big and hard to use, but these are great. Susan says, given stamp of approval. Thank you so much, Susan. That is one thing I forgot to ask. If you enjoy this series, I would appreciate a thumbs up on the video. And if you can share it with a crafty friend or family member who might like my channel or this series as well. Maybe you have a supportive friend in your life who wants to go and watch all the videos and enter and then maybe win and give you the Advent calendar, right? All right. We have 120 friends watching and 71 stamps of approval. Can we get that to 100 today? All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to figure out what we're going to use, right? So let's take one more look at what we got today. So trying to get that right. I guess I could have left those in there, some of those in there. And then our cupcake with birthday candle. Oh, you know what? One thing I forgot to mention from yesterday. If you saw the tag, you might be wondering, why does that look so much different than the other ones? You know, we have been using that same color cube card we picked, but because everything that I got yesterday kind of went together nicely and there were some new colors, that's why this one looks slightly different. But should we go ahead and find out what we're working with today? I think the yellow ones in here will go nicely with the pineapple. And then, of course, there's white ones, too. So that would go with anything. Let's see if I can get our wheel picker up. All right. So today we have no Spellbinders because we had those right in a row. And yesterday we got Crafter's Companion. So here is what we are working with. Let's find out. Oh, viewer's choice. Okay, guys. Be thinking in your head which of these items you would like to see me use. Now, it doesn't mean we won't use more than one, but which one do you definitely want to see me use today? Don't put it in the chat because I'm going to make a special poll for you, okay? So let me start that. Maybe. So I'm going to start a poll, and then you guys are going to vote if you want me to use Spellbinders, Tailored Expressions, or Crafter's Companion. So I'll put them into the poll like they're left to right on my screen. All right. Give that a minute to generate, and now I'll give you 2 minutes to vote. All right. Is viewer's choice your favorite day when the wheel picks it? Once you voted, let's see. You can let me know if you have any more shopping to do. I think I might have asked yesterday, but I don't know that I could ever pay attention. We went out for a little bit. You know, I told you I had to get going, and I'm like, if I want to go out tomorrow, knock me in the head. Well, guess what? I realized that I forgot some stuff, so I have to go out today. Not looking forward to it. It was crazy. I'm going to try to avoid any of the big places. Lots of people are done, I see. All right. Got about 30 more seconds before I close that poll out. I like this idea. Shannon says, I love the wheel picker. When we can't decide what we want for dinner, I type a few things in it and we agree to. Good idea. Sometimes those decisions are hard, and it would be nice to just have it taken out of your hands. I like that. Renee still got some shopping. Oh, there we go. The timer has went off, so let me end the poll and we will see what won. Today we will be using, there it is, Crafter's Companion. 54% of the vote to, oh, there was a tie between Spellbinders and Tailored Expressions. So 92 of you voted in that. Awesome. All right, Crafter's Companion. So we will be working today with, I definitely think I'm keeping these in here, okay? And so we'll be working with the stamps and dies. And I wanted to try something yesterday with like a background effect where I would like cover the tag with a whole bunch of die cuts and ink blend over them. So maybe, you know how coloring detailed images is not my favorite, whereas I could color the cupcake, but I think I'm going to do the thing where I just do a little selective or spotlight coloring, and then I'm going to make the background colorful and like some detail to it. Okay, so let's bring in card kit, and today we will kind of have to stick to the colors in here because I didn't get, you know, any like more different card stocks or anything. So I have not, even though at the beginning I was always using this tag, we actually haven't seen it since I think day 14. So I'm going to use that. And then here once again is the color cube card that we chose during the kickoff video. If you're interested in finding out more about color cubes, I do have the item linked at the top of the product list below. And definitely we're wanting pineapple because that's going to go with our little pineapple gems. And it will also, oh, sorry, it'll also go with the little flame here on the candle. And I always like a little watermelon. I'm going to get this out just in case. The back of my tag, I want white cardstock. See if I have any in here that are big enough. I kind of try to organize my scraps. And I will want to get out my pineapple marker. And I'll have to get out another scrap of paper later for the background. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get out more white cardstock. Actually, I already had a piece right here. Okay, guys, let me know if you were crafting today, what item you would have been sure to craft with. I know you did already vote, but I couldn't see like who had what choice, so let me know over there. What is Patricia? Oh, wait, Kreia had one first. Tone-on-tone stamp with the cupcake as a background. That would be cute, too. I'm going to try to die cut a whole bunch of those shapes to have, like, an embossed effect background, but that would be cute, too. Alicia, color the cupcake paper and wafer sticking out and leave the frosting white. Yeah, I'll figure out some stuff probably to color in. You know what? Maybe I'll use my watermelon marker. I'll have most of it yellow, but maybe color a little watermelon and yellow. We'll see, right? All right. It always gets a little bit nerve-wracking here because now I actually have to make something. I'm going to bring in my die cutter. Just right before we got started, I know I've been told you guys that my magic mat had warped a little bit. So before I went live, I did heat this up for a little bit with my heat tool because I forgot to take it upstairs last night. And then I put it between the rollers, hoping to help it flatten out. Just happened to see Tori's message. OMG, my first time catching you live. I just love this series. So glad you're here, Tori. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is cut my 2 tags. I'm going to have it so it goes in at a little bit of an angle. And I cut one for the front to use to decorate, and then one for the back to cover up any imperfections and to sign. Karen says, do you keep flipping your magic mat? Yes, I did, and it worked really well for like the first week. And then just all of a sudden, one day it got this bubble in the middle, and no matter what I try, it stays there. So I just need to heat it up a little bit more officially instead of just, I use my heat tool for maybe like a minute on it. So bye, Gloria. Thanks for stopping by. And now what I'm going to do with the rest of this piece of cardstock is cut out cupcakes and candles. And then I'll glue these onto the tag, and while we're waiting for that to dry, we'll do the stamping. This might take a little bit if you have any questions. Well, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't try to answer questions while I have to focus. You know me. Oh, you know what? I never even asked. I just saw Christina said, welcome to Pamela. Welcome, Pamela. Lots of first time. Yes. I think I asked you earlier to put if it was your first time, but I didn't get to pay attention. So please type that in again if this is your first live with us. I got so excited when I saw lots of people typing in like the 23s and 24s that I forgot to look earlier to see who had been here for the first time. Oh, hold on. I think Tammy might have a suggestion for me. Tammy says, I used my Easy Press and waited for it to cool down to just warm, then put my mat and my magic mat and magnetic mat under it covered. I do have a heat press, and I do have I have like the big one behind me, but I also have the one that's like you have to hold down. The Easy Press, I guess that's what it's called, right? I might have to try that. Thank you. LFG. Oh, sorry. Welcome, Kim. So glad you're here. I meant to. Here we go. What is the widest paper you can cut on your Sizzix? I think this is 6 inches. But I don't know that I've ever tried anything over like a 5-inch. The mat itself, I guess it's over. It's about 6 1/4, but I bet 6 is the limit because you have to have some room on the edges, I think. I don't know if I know I have some dies for 5x7 cards. I don't think I have anything bigger than that. So Kim's first live. Star has been here for 2 times. All awesome. Always watches the replays. Thank you guys. Okay, I think that's going to be enough cupcakes. Probably too many. The tag isn't that big. But what I'll do is put adhesive on the back. Oh, yeah. The tag does not need that many cupcakes. But we will need a lot of candles. This could be another hot mess. But at least we tried, right? And then if you are here watching live, don't forget that you can stay until the end and then be entered to win today's tag. And while I'm thinking about it, who wants their secret word for today? Give me a clapping or a high five or something over in the chat, because I do know what it's going to be and I did not forget. I'll cut a couple more candles and then I'll give you your secret word. And you can guess in your head if you think you know what the secret word is. Just don't give it away. All right, I think you guys are ready for it. One more candle. Maybe we'll just do a background of candles. Oh, yes, everybody's ready for the secret word. You know what, guys? We're going to test that out. We might just do a background of candles. Okay, Elisa's got what she thinks the secret word is. Now, Elisa, don't tell us if you're correct. I mean, don't tell us what your word is, but if you're correct, let us know when I tell you, all right? So, in honor of one of our dies today, the secret word is going to be candle. Oh, I just blew that one off by saying candle. Huh? I blew out the candle. So just one candle, C-A-N-D-L-E, spelled it correctly, I believe, candle. So you'll want to write that down next to day number 23, all right? I'm going to do that right now. And if you're wondering what the secret words are all about. If you joined us a little late, that is for the end of the month giveaway for US subscribers. You'll want to keep track of those, and then I'll be back. I'm taking a few days off, so it will be toward the end of December probably. I will be back with the instructional video on how to enter those to win one of those 2 advent calendars. Okay, let's see. Did you get it? Elisa, did you get it right? I'm trying to find you over there. Virginia got it. Cece got it. Oh, yeah, some of you guessed right. Awesome. Okay, now let's see. For now, I think I'm going to put this away. And we're going to see if we can get... we're going to see if we can start gluing some of these down. Oh, hello, Karen of Karen's Crafting Company. So glad you're here, friend. Karen is going to be one of those channels that if you do not already follow, please go and do that. And anybody else who has a channel where they share, you can share the name of your channel. You won't be able to share a link to your channel because links are prohibited in the chat, except like when they're mine from Nightbot. But you can share the name and then later go find some new crafty channels to follow. Okay. Some right, some wrong. All right. So I was going to kind of put, well, maybe I still can. I'm afraid if I do too many of the cupcakes, I will not have room for any of the candles. So should we do both or just candles? Let me know over in the chat. Both cupcakes and candles or just candles? Which if we do just candles, I might have to... Or you know what, guys? What if I did a row of candles? I think I like the random part because then my stamped cupcake will fill it in too much, I think. Let me know. Both or just candles? I'm going to get a drink while you get your guesses in. At first it was kind of half and half, but now I think I'm seeing more just candles. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And that way the stamp itself will stand out a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to start gluing these down, which my friend Karen is the one who gave me my Barely Art glue. Thanks as always, Karen. And I'm just going to put a strip of glue down the center of each. Ugh. I want to make sure I get from top to bottom. And I want them to fall off just a little bit. Bye, Kristen. I think you're going to get a bonus cat hair. Hopefully I can peel that up. Oh, goodness. There we go. Well, Karen, today actually it's working nicely. And it was working like great until I'm like, I'm going to clean it. And then it clogged every day. Otherwise, it wasn't very often. So I think that was my fault for cleaning it. Okay. I'm going to try to keep like the same angles. Christina says, is this going to be a white background? How are you coloring? It will not. I'm going to do a little bit of ink blending to add my color. Helga says, can you explain what you want? I don't understand. They're white on white. So I'm going to have a texture in the background, kind of like an embossing folder. And then I'll just do some ink blending, which once this dries and we get it cut apart, you'll see hopefully what I'm going for, right? I'm definitely going to need more candles. This is going to take a little bit, so feel free to talk amongst yourself. Oh, goodness. I think I tried to flip that over, and I think I just wiped off all the glue with my fingers. Karen says, Alicia, Dave and I were looking at the color cubes I got, and we're going to have lots of fun with them. I think you will. I brought them to her house at our last crafty get-together. Awesome. I love my color cubes. I'm so glad that you're going to have fun with yours too. And I only have one more candle here, so I will have to cut some more. So instead of like using an embossing folder to get a texture on the background, I'm using die cuts. And I am just going to leave my cutter over here at the side while I cut the rest. While I'm working on that, you can probably ask me more questions if you want. I might not pop them up on screen just so I can keep my hands over here making candles, but I can answer them. If you haven't already given the video your stamp of approval by giving it a thumbs up, I would appreciate that as always. Helps the video get to more viewers. Yes, Helga, who is Kreia here, she got herself some color cubes. And she lives over in the Netherlands, and I think she said they do have an EU distributor. So the company itself, Sarah Renee Clark, is from Australia. And I know that we have a US distributor as well, so you don't have to wait for it to come from Australia or pay for that shipping because they're pretty big boxes. Jenny, who knows what I'm doing? I'm trying to make a tag. I'm cutting a whole bunch of little candles to make kind of a textured background to ink blend onto. A. Waddell, Crafty Owl, can an international channel member win prizes? In the bingo, yes. And sometimes, like when I'm just doing gift cards and stuff, I do giveaways and stuff throughout the year. And if it's just gift cards, then it is usually open international. Alicia, question from Karen. Where did you put the number stickers that come with the color cubes? On the top of the lid? Oh, yeah. I forgot that that's something I even placed, Karen. I'll show you here. Oh, I guess I put them both in that just upper left corner. I forgot that I placed those. I thought they came like that. All right, couple more and then I'll see where I'm at. let's see where we're at now. I'll leave that out and handy. So today the required product to use was from Crafter's Companion, and it is this stamp and die set. There's a cupcake and a candle, and then I have dies for those. And now I'm just trying to get my background. I kind of put those first three in a triangle at specific angles, and now I'm just trying to follow that same pattern to fill up the background. Helga says there, yeah, that's right, there is a distribution in the UK. And Ruth says, do you need to get color catalog as well, or can you just get the color cubes? They have a lot of different options. You can buy one box, you can buy both box, you can buy the digital version, you can get the entire bundle. There's like all different price levels, and yeah, if you're not going to use the digital catalog, you do not have to get it. I did get the whole bundle. I haven't really used the digital versions, but some people like that, would rather have it electronic. So they do have lots of options. Hopefully when I ink blend, it'll get rid of any of those little glue splotches I have outside of there. And I will later, the stuff that's like hanging off this, I will trim that off and fill in some other edges. But for now, we just need to get that main part. And I probably should have used some cupcakes. Might have went a little bit faster. Cece, I think I just saw your question about the overlap. I think I just answered that. Good thing I'm not coloring the image too. Or not much of it. Okay, I need more candles. I should have cut about 50 of them. By the cubes. Can you do without the digital ones? Ruth says, can you do without the digital ones if you buy the cube? Definitely, yeah. You know, it would be like buying an ebook and buying the printed copy and the ebook. They're the same thing, kind of. I think it just, whichever you kind of prefer. I like having those cards in my hands, Helga says, if you buy the 2 boxes, you get all color cards, digital, and a color book. Yeah, sometimes those bundles come with more that maybe you won't use, but sometimes for the price, I mean, you may as well get it. You kind of, like one box compared to 2 boxes, it is cheaper if you buy both boxes than if you bought them separately. Karen, I do not have a discount code for the color cubes. I wished, but I do have my affiliate links below. If you think you are going to get some, I would love for you to use it. It doesn't cost you anything extra. And then I get a little commission to keep buying stuff to craft here with on YouTube. But I do have a discount code for my tape jungle refills that I get from my ATG, and that's down in the description box. And that I do not get affiliate. That is only a discount for you guys. I don't make any commission off that. There we go. Susan says each box is 40 or 2 for 67. So yeah. And I think like maybe what I got cost 99, and maybe I got all of it. So I had to save for a little bit, but it was worth it to me. I really enjoyed it because I've said it many times. If it's not a rainbow, I can't put color combos together. So it's really been a huge help for me. All right, let's go back overhead. We're almost done with this, you guys, and then we'll let it dry and I'll move on to, I think I might have gotten my pattern. Oh no, here. Oh yeah. I think I might have gotten my pattern mixed up. We're just going to fill it in. We'll have that cupcake stamp kind of covering up some of it. And it's a craft, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, Ruth, that would be a great birthday present. Oh, and then Karen K says her and her daughter are sharing the color cubes. That's a great idea, too. There are definitely enough cards in one that if you only want one box, I think you're going to be just fine. There's 250 cards in each box. Oh, Star, I'm sorry your ATG broke. That I would be heartbroken, but I do have a couple extra. Not a couple extra backups. I do have a backup. I don't bring it out very often, but years ago I decorated it. All right, guys. Bye, Tammy. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. Susan has a new crafty motto. Let's see. Perfection is overrated. Embrace the uniqueness of handmade. I agree, Susan. And if you're looking for perfection, probably don't want to stop by one of my lives. I think we've seen that so far. But we have fun, right? Okay, so I'm going to, I think I'll just leave it like it is. I think I have the edges covered. I don't think anything is too glaringly open. So I'm going to set this to the side and let that dry for a while before we do the ink blending. And now we'll work on the stamping. I knew you meant ATG, Star. I sometimes hit the wrong key, so I'm usually pretty good at deciphering. I guess I'll save these for later. Bring in my Misty. I like to, even though I'm not coloring a whole lot on here, I do want to go ahead and heat emboss it. So I'm using VersaFine Clair Nocturne, my anti-static powder tool, and clear embossing powder. And I need to get out for when I use Olo markers, which is what I'll be using. I use Express It blending paper. So this is just one I have out for the series. Sorry, I just saw trying to find the right one. Ruth says, is a discount only for ATG or is it for all adhesives? I think it's just for their site, Ruth. I don't think it's specific to the ATG, and they do sell it's called Tape Jungle, so I'm sure they sell other tapes. I don't think it's specific, so you could definitely give it a try. I do think it's one-time use per customer, though, between now and the end of March. Carmen says, watching you use your scan and cut machine in this series has me wanting to get one for myself. It is pretty handy to have, Carmen. It's definitely one of those things I'm glad I saved up for. Although, I don't use it every day like some of my other tools, but when I need it, it is super, super handy. LFG Neely says, I love your lives. It's real and fun and encouraging to try new ideas. I am so glad. I hope a lot of you are enjoying it. And then Elisa has given me her stamp of approval. Thank you. Should we go look and see why I have a break? So I have 149 of you on here and 127 likes, you guys. That is good. Keep those coming, please. And Pam, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Should we do some stamping? I'm going to put that down in the lower right-hand corner. And I know it's clear powder, but I'm trying to get in the habit. Oh, yes. I just saw Karen's message that her and Dava are splitting a case. Yes, I used to split a case with my mom and my sister, but I ran out before, before my mom did. And yeah, my sister still had a lot. So I went ahead and bought my own case. But yes, it is so helpful if you can split it with a crafty friend. And since I already powdered that, I should have waited. I'm just going to put my images on the door where I know that they'll be, because I don't want the powder to get on the stamp. And now my VersaFine Claire. Oh, good, Alessa. I'm glad that you're encouraged to use it more. We definitely want to use those tools, especially when they are pricier. Star, she has it but doesn't use it. Star, I think she's called the Papered Chef here on YouTube. She has tons of great tutorials over the scan and cut. Like, she's who I watched a lot before I got my own, so I would definitely recommend her. Hello, Jamie from Not Too Shabby. Thanks for being here. All right, I don't know if there's... It's not stamping the very bottom, but I think that just might be... Yeah, I think that's just how the stamp is. All right. Bring in my tray for my powder. And since we have all those candles in the background, I don't know if I'll use this candle because I would like to pop my cupcake up, but that candle is way skinny to try to pop up. All right. I usually just try to put my stamp at an angle to make sure everything got covered. And if I see a little too much what I think is wet ink, I just put some more on there. I am going to turn off my mic now while I heat emboss this. All right. So now the powder is all set. Now we'll color this. And today would have been one of those days, if they didn't give me the dies, that I would have fired up the Brother Scan and Cut. But I do have the dies for this one. All right. Again, I only brought in the markers that match my watermelon and pineapple because, remember, guys, I want to use some of these pineapple or yellow colored pearls from Tailored Expressions. What I think I'm going to do, so the image has some sprinkles that are circles and little bitty like rectangle ones. Honestly, don't think I could color the rectangle ones. I think my marker is going to too big. So I think what I'll do is color in all of the dots in pink, but then some of the larger ones I'm going to cover up with one of those little pearls, okay, with some of those little pearls. And then on the candle, I think I'll do pink and white stripes and then a yellow flame. Karen, I got mine from Amazon because, you know, they ship fast. I don't know of any local stores where you can get them, but I would look around, find the best price, you know, if you can get free shipping somewhere. Anybody else has any ideas, you can let her know as well. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Put this powder away before I knock it over. And so the marker has two ends. I don't know yet which end I want to use of the pink, so I'm going to start with the light one and see what I think. Oh yeah, I think this is plenty bold. So I'm going to try to color in all of our little circle sprinkles. So it might get quiet again so I don't get too far outside the lines. And if you're joining us late, I'll tell you the secret word one more time. It is candle, like right there, candle. And if you don't know what the secret words are all about, make sure to check out the kickoff video, which every once in a while Nightbot should put over in the chat box, but it's also down in the in the description box. Also down there is a link to the entire Crafty Advent series playlist. So if you need to go get caught up on any. And tomorrow, guys, it's our last day together live at 9:30 a.m. Central. Let me know starting Monday what you're going to do with your hour and a half. I'm going to sleep in at least a couple days. I do know that. Not on Christmas, but hopefully some other days next week. Because, guys, I love to sleep in. But I have also really, really enjoyed this. And I'm going to miss it too. I don't think you guys are going to be the only ones missing it. I am hoping now in the new year I can set more of a schedule and maybe 2 or 3 mornings a week get together with you live. Because it has been lots of fun. And now for my candle. I'm going to go pink and white. So I'm going to test this off to the side. See which one I want. I think I'll go... Oh, wait, no, I just need to color the flame. I don't need to color any dots because we're going to use, you know what I might do on that candle flame? I might put some of that gold glitter from yesterday when we're done here. And you know what? I'm going to do some stripes on here just to give it a little more color. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and cut my cupcake and my candle before I put on the pearls, of course. And I'm almost wondering, I might need to wait until I get the candle on the tag to put the pearls on. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Die cutting. So my cake and my candle. And... oh, no, I was going to bring in some removable tape from my die cutter, but it all has scraps of paper attached to it. So I'll bring in a couple new pieces. And I'm going to bring this closer to me, guys, just so I can put my head over it to see where the die needs to go. Okay. Now I will cut this. lost my plate for the top. So glad, Jacqueline, that you're learning some stuff here with me. Okay, now I'm going to just sit these to the side too. And let's go ahead and bring back in our tag. And cut off the excess. Ooh, I think Lori has a good idea here. Seasonal advent calendars would be cool. That would be fun. That would be fun if they were like other seasons. I do think, and maybe if you guys know this company better, I do think Brutus Monroe does a Halloween advent calendar. But yeah, that would be fun, like a summer or a spring. So I'm just going around from the back, trying to cut right up against the tag and anything that's hanging over. Okay. Oh, I had better put that candle to the side. So now we have that texture in the background. I do see I need to cut this a little bit better. And I'm going to bring in that okay, I think I'm going to put a poll up. So let me get this out. Oh, Susan had that idea. Well, whoever it was, Susan, great idea for seasonal. Love it. Okay, now I'm going to put a poll up here. Should we do the background all yellow, which I think we might have a lot of yellow here because of the pearls, all pink or watermelon, whatever you want to call it, or should I do both? And oh, hold up. So let me tell you what both would be before I start the poll. So for me, both would be coming in from one end with the pink, one end from the yellow. And because we don't have any orange on this card, I would try to avoid having them meet. So I'm going to put the poll up and you guys let me know what you think. And I will give you 2 minutes. So do the background all pink, all yellow, or kind of blend in from each end. I'm going to have a drink of water. Oh, now I see Susan's message. If there were seasonal calendars, we could do this quarterly. I'm not sure if I could do 24 days in a row every quarter. Maybe twice a year. Karen's Crafting Company. Do you have a preference of which inks you like better between Gina K and TE? Honestly, no. I always used Gina K until I got on the Tailored Expressions team. And now it's just easier for me to like keep their inks over here and they're closer because my Ginas are across there. I think blending wise, I think they're pretty much the same. Now, one thing that you can do with Gina K that you can't with Tailored Expressions is like things with water, like ink smooshing, because the Tailored Expressions inks, they don't react with water, but Gina K's does. So that's something to keep in mind. But I still have all my Gina K inks, and yeah, I still have my ring over here of my cardstocks in case I want to go get any of those inks, but just easier to have because I kind of ran out of room. I did have my Gina K and my Tailored Expressions here, 15 more seconds, guys. Hopefully in the new year, having maybe some twice or 2 or 3 times a week will be okay. We'll see how that goes. Because I would really like, oh, that's the timer. I would like to come on and really work with the color cube cards more. I like to use them when I have die sets that have, now granted, I do bigger die sets with lots of parts. Those teeny tiny Spellbinders things aren't my favorite, but I like them when they're like bigger florals. And I like to use those when I don't know what colors should go together. So let's see. Oh, hold up. Tailored Expressions. It does say dye ink, yes. But like I tried, and Taylor has even said that they don't react with water. For one, Stamp Joy, they have a card swap every year, and I didn't have many Tailored Expressions inks yet, so I pre-planned one with Gina K inks where I did ink smooshing, you know, like you put your ink on a piece of acetate and then spray a little water on it, and the background looked awesome. I loved it. But then when I got the Tailored Expressions inks to use, it didn't react the same way with the water. And then I think later I heard Taylor say something about that. But what Tailored Expressions does have, they do have a lot of little liquid watercolor bottles that match a lot of their ink. So I have some of those if I want to do ink smooshing. All right. Oh, yes. Elisa, let's see. Please give me your stamp of approval. We have 142 likes and 148 people watching. That is a really good percentage, guys. Thank you so much. Let's go back overhead and I will end that poll and we will see what we're going to be working with. I might end that poll. And poll. All right. 75% both. Good. I like that. So I think I'll put my cupcake down here toward the bottom. So I think I'll do pink up and yellow down. Now watch me. Sometimes I make decisions, you know, like I just did, like pink from the bottom, yellow from the top. And then when I go to blend it, totally don't do that. All right, need to get, I like to put mine on a little piece of grid paper to catch any extra ink. I'm going to just tack it down with a little ATG and take off the tack so I can pull it up later. And just put it there. I do actually like to blend from the side, so I'm going to turn it. And so I remember I'm going to put the pink over here and the yellow over here. And I believe that's what I told you I was going to do. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. I just saw somebody ask about the candle. So it will probably, I don't know. Yeah, I will be using it, but yeah, that's a good question. We got to figure out how to put that on later. Now I'm thinking, yeah, no, I want to do pink from the bottom. So as always with ink blending, I do not want to ink blend over my candle. Start with a lighter hand because, oh my goodness. I said start with a lighter hand and then that went on pretty dark. But I think it's where the blending brush is catching the edge of the candles. So I think that'll be okay. And it's kind of evening out. But always, you can always add more ink. You really can't take it off. And I don't want to go, well, I did almost go all the way to the center. Be right back, guys. Oh my gosh, I just looked up wrong brush. You are totally right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll have to clean this one after. Oh my goodness, guys. So now here is where it's handy. This is not the first time I've done this during this series. Okay. So I'm going to clean this off a little bit and later I'll take it upstairs and wash it. But this is where it's handy to have another set of ink blending brushes. And yeah, I will use this one for the yellow. See, I knew something was going to go wrong. I think I ink blended from the correct side, but then I used the wrong brush. Not again. Exactly, Helga. Not again. All right, let's go back. Okay. I don't even think I need to put any more of this down here, but I'm just going to concentrate right on this bottom edge now, I think. Susan says, I love how you show us crafting mistakes are normal. They definitely are around here, Susan. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, now I'm going to set both of these to the side so I cannot even mess that up again. And I'm going to rotate this around and blend in from the other end. My goodness. If you like real crafting and you haven't yet already, real crafting is in really mess up, make sure to hit that like button. And again, I'm not going to get into the pink. Because I don't want to make an orange. And I'm going to concentrate just a little extra at the end. Oh my goodness. Yes, happy accidents. Exactly, Lori. Now, I think somebody said maybe put a slit in my cupcake. Have I ever told you that I don't like using X-Acto knives because they scare me? But I'm going to try it for you, okay? I'm going to get out my X-Acto knife. I am also going to bring in my magic mat just because, hey, it's a cutting board. I know I could cut it on my background, but I try to keep this nice for videos. So I will bring in that. And let me know if you also don't like X-Acto knives. Yeah, Jenny, you might want to click on the live button so you catch up. And you won't hear that for a while, but hopefully you'll hear it in time. Now, I do want room to put some of these on here. Oh, goodness. This is where I'm going to try to look at the camera and see where I want the candle to go. Should we just... I think it might look kind of fun if we angle it to the side. So I'm going to make a little decision. This X-Acto knife does make me feel a little bit better just because of how it's held. But, oh, I'm always afraid. I'm always afraid, with these and those huge paper cutters that they, have in schools, that I'm going to cut a limb off. I've never cut myself with either one, but little leery of them. Let's see if I cut enough. No, I did not. Good thing it's not a real candle, Susan. This is one that, just a decorative candle. Do it from the back so I can see the slice a little bit better. There we go. I'm going with that, guys. And what I'm going to do now is bring back in my Barely Art glue. And I'm going to put just a little dot underneath the back of the candle to keep that where I want it. Hold that down for a minute. Wow. Okay. Some people like the X-Acto knives better than scissors. Awesome. I'm glad that we all have something that works for us, right? Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's kind of an irrational fear, but I guess that's why they call it irrational. Karen says, what weight paper do I use for die cutting? I honestly, I don't have like a set weight that I use for it. Whatever the cardstock is, I have my standard white cardstock in 80 and 100 pound, I think. This Express-It blending paper I would think is a little thinner, but for my colored cardstocks, it's whatever the company makes. LFG says, where did you get the X-Acto knife you used? I honestly don't remember. I've had that thing probably 15, 20 years. I'm sure it was probably somewhere like Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I think it's made by Fiskars. Maybe if you could search Fiskars finger, well, it wouldn't be an X-Acto knife because that's a brand. Fiskars fingertip blade or finger blade. I don't know. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Elisa says Amazon has them. Joanne. Yeah, Joanne, definitely. I would have been shopping there as well. Okay, now let's get our cupcake put onto our tag. And guys, we're kind of getting toward the end. So if you are now hearing this and you're a little bit behind, make sure to speed up if you want to get in on the giveaway, okay? Because you do only have 2 minutes, and if you're behind, then you won't be able to get in on it. So I'm going to put some right over where the back of that candle is. And I get my skinnier stuff. Get my skinnier, oh, sorry, let me hide that. Sorry. Get some skinnier stuff there for the sides. Diana, I did say the secret word, and I actually gave it 2 times today. All right, there's that. I think for my candle, I could cut a little bit of this in half, but I have a little bit of this package of foam sticky strips left, so I'm just going to use this. Oh, there you go. Audrey wrote the name of it. Fiskars Fingertip Craft Knife. Thank you, Audrey. Okay. Mona, I get this blue foam tape. Tailored Expressions, I think, sells it in 1 width, but Amazon sells it. They sell it in more widths, but I have 3 widths from Amazon. That's hard to say. Widths, 3, yeah. So once the video's over, actually, it'll probably be later today because, again, I have to go out because I wasn't thinking. I will add other products I use to the description box, and you can check it out. I like it because it cuts easily with my nonstick scissors, and as long as you burnish that blue release tape on the back, it usually pulls off, or the release paper on the back, it usually pulls off easily. Now, somebody did point out it is very staticky, so sometimes you have to like shake it off your hand, but I think for me, the other benefits outweigh that. So it is slightly thicker, not enough to make a huge difference. Okay, now we're going to add some of our Tailored Expressions embellishments from today. And I think for this, I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Up! Glue dots that I have left over from Paper Pumpkins. I'm going to pour these in here. Now, sometimes this trick works, sometimes it doesn't. But if you have a little tray like this, sometimes you can kind of wiggle it back and forth, and those will set themselves right. And they're not going to do it today. But, it's easier if the top is up. Oh, guys, I love these things. They're so pretty. Okay. So I'm going to put glue dots where I want my gems to be. And tell me what you guys think. Could we get away with putting some of that? I thought it was more orangey before, but I think we can get away with putting some of these at the top in the yellow. But for now, I'm going to put glue dots on here. And these are the mini glue dots, so they are littler. I'm going to put some on the cupcake itself. Like I'm hiding kind of where some of the round dots were here, covering those up. Okay, I like to do a trio up there. And maybe we'll do Virginia says, if you put a paper towel down and put the release paper, there won't be. Oh, thank you, Virginia. I will have to try to keep that in mind next time. Anything to help. Bring in my embelly jelly. I really should start putting this back in the protective case, the top stuff. And before I knock this entire thing over, I'm going to close it up because you know me today, that's definitely what I would do. I'm going to get all the backers off this. Have these all over the place. And now put some yellow ones on the cupcake. Trying to see where I put those glue dots. Put a yellow one down in here. And then up at the top, we'll use some of our other ones. And guys, here we go. I think I will add the glitter glue later to the flame, but there we go, guys. Stampin' Bobby, could someone please explain to me what is sticking out of the cupcake on the right side? I have no idea either. Somebody said it earlier. I think Crafter's Companion is a European company, and I wonder if that's something more European. All right, guys. Our tag is done. It is almost time to give this away. Zoom into just the tag here. There we go. And then later I will sign this one and put day 23 on it, and then I just put it on the back. Okay. I will give you your secret word here in just a second. No, not your secret word. Sorry, I already gave you your secret word. I'm going to tell you what you have to type in the chat box. I already gave the secret word twice. So let's see. Today, if you would like to win today's tag, which is right up here, you are going to type in the chat box hashtag Advent23. Hashtag Advent23. Make sure it looks like it does on screen, no spaces, and it does have to have that hashtag at the front. And I will give you 2 minutes for that. And I'll clean up just a little bit, some of the stuff that can spill and make a mess, like my embossing powder. While you're doing that, once everything slows down, you can ask any final questions if you have them. But then I think we're going to call it a day, guys. I forgot to pre-powder my powder tray. I've tried that a couple times and it's worked pretty nicely. Like if I use my anti-static powder on this. And don't forget, channel members, in about 10 minutes after I get off the live, you can check out the membership tab or the community tab for the video about how to pre-register, if you're a die cutter paper trimmer level member, how to pre-register for bingo next Sunday. All right. And it does, so I want to remind you, like if you typed it in one time and it wasn't exactly correct, it's okay. Retype it in again. You definitely want to earn your entry into the giveaway, but you don't need to like type it 5 times or anything. And you do not have to have a capital A in Advent. All right, that's our timer. So now what I do is I go over to the giveaway tool, and I'm just going to give you about 30 seconds to see if things slow down. I want to make sure everybody who wants to enter gets in there. So right now we're at 85. We'll see how it is. Renee says, did you use that gold tube on anything? Could always put it on the cupcake. I think you might be talking about maybe the gold glitter glue I got yesterday. I did put it on yesterday's tag after we were done on the live. And then today I think I'm going to put a little bit on the flame on the candle. Ruth says, watching you make all these tags made me want to make some too. So when I bought 4 tag related dies and 2 tag related stamp sets. Awesome, Ruth. So glad. If you're in the Facebook group, I think I have, is this the right one? No. There we go. If you're in my Facebook group, I think I might have an album. All your photos have to go in albums on the Facebook group, and I have like one for every sheet load. I think I might also have an album like inspired by Crafty Owl or something. If you make some tags and share them there, that would be awesome. Now, if I don't have that album, I will try to make that, okay? Stormy says, are you sick of this color scheme? I was a little bit concerned about that, but I have to tell you, I think each of the tags look so different that I am okay with it, you know, because some days I'll use one color, some days I'll use 2, some days I use all 3. So I think it's been good. Yeah. Helga wants to know, can I show how the chain is fastened at the pin of my glue? Yes, and then we will draw. Let me go overhead. So I keep this beaded wire on the pin for my glue because otherwise I would lose just that pin. So let me try to stay still and get this. I have some jewelry wire with the beads on it on a lobster clasp, and then that is clasped right into the back of an earring back. So once you have it on the earring back, you just slide this up the pin. Just so you know, if you ask about bonus words, no, sorry. Okay. All right, what am I doing? I'm drawing a winner. Here we go. I think this one. There we go. Are we ready to find out who won? 88 entries. Let's draw. Congratulations to Haley Nightingale. Congratulations, Haley. If you are today's lucky winner, which you are, you need to make sure to fill out the claim form at the top of the description box below. If I were you, I would do it right away so you don't forget, because I won't be tracking down winners when this is all over. Love that you're all over there congratulating Haley. And any last questions before we say our goodbyes? But remember, I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Central for the finale, guys. The last day. Last day. Mom Full of Joy says, I was thinking that if you do this again, maybe you could pick 2 cards of color, then it would give you more options. That's a possibility. I think these 5 colors, yeah, I had to recount them, have suited me okay. And if I have another card of 5 colors, then that's like 10 inks, 10 card stocks, 10 markers, etc. But yeah, if I don't know if you have a channel, but you know, try this. Try a series where you use 1 card or 2 card and then make lots of different stuff with it. It was really fun to see how the tags look completely different. All right, Lori Beck, I did not make this apron. This was, I think this was last year's not the Stamp Joy we just had, but 2022. I think this was the apron in the goodie bag at Stamp Joy. Hold on, I want to make sure I get everybody's question. LFG says, can you post the items in the company each came from, or is that crazy? So I am going to do an overview at the end showing, I don't know if I'll do like each day's prizes or if I'll do it by company and then showing all the tags. That's why the tags won't get shipped out until probably in January, because I do want to do an overview. Patricia says, what's going to get me out of bed after tomorrow? Oh, you'll be fine. I know. You know, I'll have other videos, you know, so maybe you can, I like to do premieres when I do videos. So at least I'm there, you know, chatting with you. So hopefully you can do that. And Awadell says, what is Stamp Joy? So it is a crafty event put on by Tailored Expressions. They have one in the spring that's coming up, I believe, in March, that is virtual. And then in the fall, in October, they have an in-person one in Des Moines. So I just went in October, and that was my 3rd year going to the in-person. And they started the virtual ones when COVID happened, and I have been to all the virtual ones. But the window to sign up for that, I think, was over at the end of November. But yeah, get signed up for their newsletter, and you get to hear all about that. Also, over on Facebook, they have a fans of Tailored Expressions page, and they always give like sneak peeks and heads up about things too. All right. I think, guys, if no last questions, got about 10 more seconds. Do you have anything else before we say our goodbyes? Thank you for all of the love that you showed today by giving the video your stamp of approval. Again, if you have a crafty friend or family member who might enjoy my channel, I hope that you'll share it with them. Until tomorrow, guys, which will be our last Crafty Advent Live, I hope you have a crafty day. Bye-bye.